Today, I want to share my 1% rule, the method I've seen transform the lives, leadership, and clarity of CEOs who are ready to stop drifting and start leading intentionally. Everyone wants to be in the top 1%. Very few are willing to live like it, because becoming the 1% isn't about talent, luck, or intensity. It's about doing consistently what the other 99% avoid. Over the decades of working with high-performing leaders, I've noticed a powerful pattern. The CEOs who truly transform not just their business, yet their lives, aren't doing radically different things. They're doing slightly different things relentlessly. You see, the 99%, they wait for motivation, react to pressure, avoid discomfort, delay hard conversations. Stay busy instead of clear. They numb uncertainty with activity, thinking they're making things happen. Yet, the 1%, they slow down when others rush. They choose clarity over comfort. That's a good one. They do the uncomfortable thing early. They protect their inner state. They train their mind daily, and they make decisions from identity, not fear. This is the 1% rule. And it's not about doing more. It's about doing what others won't. Here's pro tip number 1. The 1% rule starts inside, not outside. Most people try to change results before they change identity. The 1% does the opposite. They ask, who must I become for this life to work? They invest time daily in reflection, in stillness, emotional mastery, mental clarity, and mainly also identity alignment. While the 99% skip this work because it's invisible. The 1% embrace it because it's foundational. That's profound. You don't become elite by accident. You become elite by training what others neglect, your inner world. I became a gold medal Canadian champion. You don't neglect your inner world to become what you want to become. Pro tip number 2. The 1% rule is about small, uncomfortable acts. You see, the 1% doesn't rely on massive breakthroughs. They rely on micro decisions made daily. Every day, the 1% asks, what conversation am I avoiding right now? What decision am I postponing? What truth am I not honoring? And what habits am I tolerating? Then they act. Small courage compounds. Small clarity compounds. Small discipline compounds. The 99% wait for the right time. The 1% understand that the right time is almost always right now. Pro tip number 3. The 1% rule is about doing less, yet better. Here's the paradox most people miss. The 1% doesn't do more than everyone else. They do less with precision. You see, they eliminate distraction, misaligned commitments, draining relationships, unnecessary complexity, and reactive habits. And they really protect their own energy, their focus, their inner state, their clarity, and their standards. Never reduce them. The 99% fill their days, or worse, they let others fill it for them. The 1% design their days. This is where leadership becomes powerful and life becomes lighter. So if this resonates with you, you know where to find me. This is the work I do daily with CEOs who are done playing small and ready to live, decide, and lead at the 1% level. Here's your integration assignment, the 1% practice. For the next 7 days, do this. Number 1, spend 5 minutes in silence every morning. No phone, no input. Number 2, identify one uncomfortable action you will take that day, and then take the action. And number 3, remove one thing that drains your clarity or energy. That's it. It looks simple, yet it feels uncomfortable. And that's exactly why it works. Because the 99% won't do this consistently. The 1% will. Transformation doesn't require a new life, it requires a new standard. The 1% rule isn't about being better than others, it's about being honest with yourself, disciplined with your inner world, and intentional with your choices. In order to become the 1%, you must do what the other 99% won't. I work with CEOs and top executives through confidential conversations that sharpen clarity, strategy, and leadership presence. I promise progress. If this resonates, let's connect to see if we're a good fit. Make it a great day.